No, I didn't say Brian was a retard. He was the furthest. He was emotionally complex. He wasn't a retard. He was just introverted. And when I called you a pulsified tard, there's different kinds of tards. The one woman got mad on this channel because she was calling me terrible names. And I said something about your Corky Thatcher kid, meaning it had Down syndrome, and I didn't even know. Chances are she didn't have a Down syndrome kid. But if you did, I'd be like, well, there is a limit. There is a time and a place to use the word retard, and when you have Down syndrome, you're effectively a fucking retard. I'm sorry that, there's not a better word. But that's a retard. And then you'll see pulsified people that can't put their hands down, and they're grimacing, and they can't sit upright. But their mind is totally intact, and they're totally inside lucid people, psychologically sound people. But they just appear to be tards. And that's not really a tard. That's just a palsy. Every time I bring up Brian Wilson, he puts the... No, he wasn't retarded. He just introverted. He was just introverted. Scared of strangers. Scared of he was scared. Scared of everything. Fucking deer in the headlights. That's why musicians became musicians. Oh, you're gay? Oh, you're intellectually developed differently? Well, now you got it, you're rich. Okay, you got to be a freak now then. We don't know what to do with you. You're not going to be able to work in a factory. You're going to wander away and get your hand caught in some machinery. You got to go hold this guitar and go on tour. You got this one shining collective tard family talent. I mean, that's what it is. And they were tards in the way that they were just rejects. But other people look up to that and think it's cool. Yeah, that's why Dennis was divorced so many times. He kept cheating on his wife, sleeping with guys. That's what Denny liked. It's always the hot one. It's always the Jim Morrison. It's always the Dennis Wilson. Oh, fuck his ass. Yeah, but you got a wife. Yeah, I know, I fuck her ass too, but I mean, this dude, he's a dude and he's got hair in his legs. And that beautiful ass. I wanna fuck his ass. Well, you can fuck his ass, but just do not let your wife know. She'll clean you the fuck out. Especially in 1960-something. You don't want your wife knowing that. You'll have to kill the bitch. If she blackmails you, it's gonna ruin. You're supposed to be the resident surfer, Denny. You're supposed to be... Yeah, I know. Well, it's okay you do what you do, but you're married now. That's the problem. I know. Well, stop fucking these men. I love Dennis. He was my favorite. One of my favorites. I love them all. I especially love Carl. Little Carl, he was a little gentleman. Sang like a fucking angel with a little brother, the little rock and roll brother. We all got one like that, hopefully. I'm going to do this for my brother. I love my brother. I'm worried for my brother. Doing this family thing. Yeah, I mean, the last thing the Beach Boys knew about was family harmony, but they knew everything about fucking musical harmony, didn't they? They knew, they took it back to it in a 1940s Four Freshmen way. But the Beach Boys musical family also had to feed a lot of mouths, and it was a machine, it was an industry. You had all kinds of people just soaking up abundance and soaking up their extracurricular vibes. Not real friends, surrounded by totally phony people. You see that shit Brian was doing? I told you that years ago. I believe that his house was bugged. He had a tent. He had one too inside his house. When you come into the house, you'd have to have meetings in the tent. If you wanted to have a secret meeting, you got to go in the pool with them and whisper out by the pool because they can't bug the pool. Is that disorganized schizophrenia, or are those valid ways to react to? I mean, that's like how I live my life. They took that celebrity shit seriously back then, especially if you had any kind of political persuasion whatsoever. Look what they did to Marilyn. They had 20th Century Fox bug in her house. This is all proven fact. The FBI the CIA, they had so many bugs in her house. Leave me alone. I'm just making movies. I'm just a titty girl with platinum blonde hair. Leave me alone. No. Kennedy brothers are porking you now. Leave me alone, everybody. Can't keep my dick out of Maryland. Well, she's gonna die because of it. You can't leave these fucking people alone. Leave her the fuck alone. I thought giving my brother to her might what? Make it worse? That's what it did. Jesus Christ, man. Keep your dick out of Maryland. Keep your dick out of these people. Sorry, Maryland. You know? But no, it's just I think a lot of that acid might have broke his psyche too. That might be a possibility. There's no schizophrenia that I could see there, but acute schizotypal phenomena he might be displaying, but that's just from a fractured psyche. The acid they were taking back then was no joke, and it would tear your fucking head off. The shit I took would. If you get some good quality acid, you might not come back. Fucking vegetable, radiant radish, motherfucker. But they definitely pump up the myth, like a Smile album and it was a myth in my day too. Oh, you got bits and pieces of Smile, you got Smiley Smile, you got you got outtakes from Smile. It's just like overrated, just like Pet Sounds. Entirely overrated. If you connect to Pet Sounds, you're a unique individual. I connect with it, but in ways that aren't entirely musical. It's more of a time capsule for my contemporary life in the 90s. It makes me think of. I don't think people connect to Pet Sounds like that. It's like, what exactly do you think you're hearing in modern times when you listen to that record? Don't lie. You don't connect to that record. How the fuck could you? You gotta have a special motherfucking interest in the Wilson brothers like I do to connect with it. But it's great. I love all that. I love all that.